Hello, my lovely English learners. Welcome to the fifth and the final part of this English lesson series. You have already mastered 40 smart English phrases for everyday conversations. If you haven't watched the previous 4 parts, there's a link in the description or the top right-hand corner. Watch all the lessons in this series to make sure your English is fluent and confident. Today, I have 10 more smart English expressions that you generally come across in movies and web series. I have carefully picked these phrases so you could start using them right away to improve your English and sound smarter in English. Sounds interesting? Let's get started. If you are new to this channel, like, subscribe, and click the bell icon so you don't miss any of my English lessons. The first phrase I have for you is, we got our wires crossed. Sometimes we misunderstand a piece of information and get confused. We got our wires crossed means to develop a misunderstanding or to be confused about something. In short, it means to mix up things. I am sorry for bringing you the wrong order. It seems we got our wires crossed. I think Lucy and Ryan's fight is just because they got their wires crossed. Now it's your turn. Try making sentences with these new English phrases. It would give you a good practice and help you remember these smart phrases better. I would love reading your comments. Next up, I have, it's not my place to say that. At times, you are not in a position to take a decision because you don't have the authority to do so. It's not my place means I don't have the authority. Or, it's above my level to clear it. Or, it could mean, you don't have the right to do it. It's generally used in a negative sense. Here are some examples. It's not my place to say this, but you could make better money if you change your job. I'm just trying to help, and it's not my place to say this. You need to discipline your kids. The next phrase I have is, why don't you fill me in? Fill me in. It means, provide me with the latest information. Or, please update me about what happened when I was away. Why don't you get in the car and fill me in with what happened at work while I was away? Angie just filled me in on what happened at the seminar. Just fill me in about the episodes I missed, and we can watch it from here together. Next on the list is, you cannot undermine me. You cannot undermine me. To undermine someone means to make them less confident or less likely to succeed. But in everyday conversation, you could use it to say, to go around someone's back. Not physically, but to keep them in the dark about something. How can you undermine me and meet the investors all alone? Is there something I need to know? Ryan is trying to undermine her by spreading rumours about her in the office. If you don't stop nitpicking children, you can seriously undermine their confidence. Remember the phrase, stop nitpicking. I had covered it in part 2 of this lesson series. At number 5, I have, we need to pivot. The dictionary meaning of pivot is to turn or twist, but in conversations it could mean to change your opinion or decisions, to change the topic or to diversify. Let's look at some examples. The politician immediately pivoted when questioned about his involvement in the scam. We need to slightly pivot our business proposal so that it falls in line with the investors. The car pivoted on the divider and rammed straight into the sidewall. Here's the next one. I always take him with a grain of salt. There are people around who add up things and share information. You cannot trust them completely. Hence, you take them with a grain of salt. It means to not completely believe someone. You think someone is not sharing the whole truth. To not take something seriously. I take TV news with a grain of salt. They are all biased. I'll take anything he says with a grain of salt. He has a habit of exaggerating things. Up next is, she dished the dirt. Interesting phrases, huh? It means to share dirty gossip about someone. After leaving the company, Maria dished the dirt about inside politics in the management to her new boss. Well, it's not an ethical practice to do that. Here's another interesting phrase. I heard it from the horse's mouth. When you hear something from the horse's mouth, you hear something from the original source. It means you hear it from an important person who's in charge of making decisions. The company is planning to introduce a pay cut. I heard it from the horse's mouth. Next up is, get it off your chest. Sometimes we keep some information to ourselves, and that makes us upset, or we start to worry a lot. You could use this phrase to advise someone to share something that is worrying and upsetting. Get it off your chest. You have been ignoring me lately. Is there something you'd like to get off your chest? I have to get this off my chest. I'm tired of your rudeness to me. Last but not least, I will answer the question that wasn't asked. Sometimes people are hesitant or shy to ask a direct question. Instead, they will ask you an indirect question. This phrase means, I will be direct and transparent. I will come straight to the point. Or it simply means be straightforward. Don't hesitate. Let me answer the question that wasn't asked. Don't expect a fancy salary raise this year. Let me answer the question that wasn't asked. Ria really likes you. Just ask her out for dinner. Isn't it an interesting phrase? To all my YouTube family, let me answer the question that wasn't asked. To get fluent in English, you need to use the language regularly. Only practicing English every day would make you speak English fluently and confidently. Let's quickly revise what you've learnt today. We got our wires crossed. It's not my place to say that. Why don't you fill me in? You cannot undermine me. We need to pivot. I always take him with a grain of salt. She dished the dirt. I heard it from the horse's mouth. Get it off your chest. I will answer the question that wasn't asked. I hope you found this lesson useful. Hit like, subscribe, and click the bell so that you don't miss such interesting English lessons. Keep learning English and take care. Bye.